Mm-hmm. Good evening, everyone. Fangs of Fire here, and welcome to another League of Dracula 2025 either match, or should I say matches, for this is going to be a double header between Roythe11th and Roythe11th for the round 8 games. These two are currently in the bottom 4 of the table, and therefore are definitely fighting for their lives here. I mean, people who have followed the tournament, I suppose it's fair to you already know that that unfortunately reaching the knockout phase is out of reach, but now they're simply fighting to get the best score they can. And then, once they have done both matches, we will have a bit of a chat. Looks as if Roythe11th is going to be hunting first. Oktoberfest start. Interesting. We had a chat with them as to how, like what they thought about the tournament, and whether they enjoyed it, whether they would apply for another one, and so etc. But for now, let's see how they do in in their last games. After this double header, there will be one other match, which will be tomorrow at 16:30 UTC, 12:30 Eastern Time, which for the final match of the league phase, and then we will be moving on to the knockout phase. The match in question for tomorrow is gracious, 2 hired scouts in one day, and the first day, not Granada and nor Madrid was that first one. I missed part of that first one. Okay. Let me see. To those watching live on Twitch, hello. It is good. Come on. The more the merrier. No, Varna and Valona. Okay, that's a lot of the earlier locations checked. Roy must be having some internet problems to be constantly joining like that. Dunno. Let's hope that the game works out and doesn't malfunction terribly. What's going on here? Why is it waiting on that, I wonder? Possibly someone hasn't clicked. Okay, like you have nothing to do at dusk, or because the other two cards are Dracula events, so they don't have any events in hand. Yeah, that's a bit weird, but let us hope that everything functions properly. I'm on Twitch. If you like to. Okay. Holy Circle on Mina. Just normal, just usual rigmarole of trading and trading and ticketing and so on. Ah, hey there, Terminus. Yes, Terminus. Fun fact about Roythe11th is that he is a friend. He is actually a friend of Terminus, and Terminus apparently poked him into joining this tournament, and he is starting to make. He started to make a comeback, albeit a little bit too late. Had Snuff not fared so well in round 8, Roythe11th would actually have a chance to make it into the knockouts, but sadly all Roythe11th can do at this point is beat Roy twice, so that he will, even if he beats Roy twice, is just leave a good impression of a competitive player. But well, we shall see. And of course, both these players can always compete in later tournaments, like for instance the next spring tournament. I don't know exactly what the quirk of 2026 spring tournament is going to be. Okay, rumoring his first encounter. Before it has moved along. I generally disagree with doing that. Even if it's a vampire, I disagree with rumoring it immediately. Evil Presence. Okay. That's one of the cards that's weaker via Oktoberfest start. Yeah, I am not rooting for either in particular. Especially since in the grand scheme of things it doesn't especially matter. But hey, they can have competition before these results. All 4 of the people in it that are going to be eliminated are currently at 3 wins each. So we can see which one of these can get up to whether it will be each one gets 1 win and therefore they both go up to 4 wins, therefore declaring themselves superior to the other 2, or if one of them gets to finish up at 5. Speed Telegraph on Mina now. Very true to Terminus. That is, to simplify the terms of what I was saying, at least Roythe11th has the chance to finish the tournament on a high note. Okay, did not misdirect his first encounter. That's interesting. In that case, the hunters are definitely hoping to draw a newspaper now. But even if they don't today, it's not a big deal. Because... Because there's always the dawn of dusk. Behind the veil. Alright. Saboteur, spy, hoax, aristocratic, discredit, soil. On the whole, relatively low quality cards. At least in terms of things that you would want to discover with behind the veil. And it's good to know that he doesn't have the best of defensive cards if you were to jump on top of him. Choosing the aristocratic, I personally would have gone with the spy. The spy has, on the whole, either that or the soil. The spy and the soil have, on the whole, the most annoying effects, in my opinion. In my personal opinion, at least. Jonathan Harker. Oh, hello. That is a good draw. And that may incentivize Roy to misdirect this now, because at least that means there'll be one fewer day that the hunters have to get to here. Wherever this location may be. But I'm chat. How's your Halloween? How did Halloween go for you? And among other things, how did that go for you? You enjoy a lot of sweets? Because for those who watch this on YouTube, I am live streaming this on Twitch on All Saints Day, the evening of All Saints Day, November 1st, 2025. Yeah, so as for... Yeah, I suppose I told you a little bit about El Rittmeister, but I didn't mention anything about Roy. Roy is the very first person to join our community from all the way in Australia. He is another newcomer to the community who unfortunately did not fare too well. So, sadly, he will not be able to go on to the knockout stage. But hey. I will see. I'll be interviewing them at the end of the doubleheader. They both agreed that regardless what the results are, we would be having a bit of a chat as to what, as to the tournament as a whole and all that. How they felt, how was it organized, did they like how it was organized, did they enjoy themselves, did they have fun, and so, etc. Dum bum 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 bum. Yeah, so no real exciting developments yet. I mean, apart from Jonathan Harker popping up, and the fact that we had 2 hired scouts on day 1, as well, I suppose, as behind the veil. This has been a rather uneventful game so far. There have been quite a few there actually have been quite a few games. There are actually quite a few just play immediately events and Drac events. That they actually only have a few events like in their hands. Okay. And that's good for Roy. Although that is the size of that is starting to grow. Discarding holy bullets. Yeah, so far the most significant thing discarded was a rifle. Apart from that, it's pretty regular discards. Doing a trade between Van Helsing and Mina. Okay. Bum 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 bum. Hey. Okay, let us see. So, it's about to newspaper day is about to come to pass, but in the event he does not have a newspaper, there is Jonathan to point them in the right, at least in the right direction. Yeah. Okay. Pistol and dogs discard. Oh. Is this a newspaper? Okay. if it is a newspaper, I would use it immediately because that will give you the general. Okay, so it was not a hide card, as I was kind of hoping it would be. So that means that the first encounter lies at either Bari, Naples, or Florence. Now things are getting interesting. What? Wonder why Mina is holding on to that holy circle so perfectly. Has she just never drawn better stuff? Never had someone to trade it off to? I wonder what the horse situation is at present. Oh, there it goes. Oh, she had both. Either that or she top decked the second one. Hey Snuff. At present, El Rittmeister is playing Hunters. He, just today with Gul'daming, he drew a newspaper reports that has revealed Rome here. And the position is as so. Yeah, El Rittmeister is hunting Roy's Drac for the first game. But as you likely know, this is a doubleheader for which there will be so obviously we'll be squip-slopping that up for the next game. So, obviously now with this being Rome, we know that this is either Florence, Naples, or Bari. Apparently, whoa. Okay, in that case, well, that's definitely a misplay by Roy, because that hide does not mature. And now, the hunters actually know precisely where he currently is with that reveal. So that is just a wild goose chase. That's. I mean, we'll see how well whether El Rittmeister really knows that, and whether he goes chasing after it anyway. But I hope for him that he does know that it works that way. It's entirely possible they wasted a reckless new and aristocratic vamp under that hide card. If so, yeah, we know that obviously now, since he went to Venice, we actually know he is 100% either at Marseille or Milan. Florence, Genoa, since he's at Venice. Marseille. Oh, so he's at Marseille. Do they have the moon to get there, is the question. Because this could be a very, very short Fear of Dracula game, if so. Potentially, at least. Okay,